mentioned, like, I think a hard science, and then you went to more of a soft
Mhm.
science.
The hard
Um,
sciences, I think of like engineering as a hard science where there are equations that I was mentioning earlier. Just, you put, like with concrete, you put this much water with this much sand with this much cement mixture, and you mix it and you let it sit. It will, be whatever and it's compacted in a certain way, prepared in a certain way, almost every single time it will be at a certain level of compaction and will have a certain strength to it. Whereas
okay.
Repeatable results.
repeatable results. Whereas
And you have a high degree of confidence in that
high
as we
degree
see.
of confidence that same
Gotcha.
result is going to come out every single time.
Gotcha. Yes.
Whereas in the
Yes.
soft sciences, and again, it's not to demean the soft sciences, because the soft sciences in certain ways are even more difficult because of there's so many variabilities. Human beings are so variable that the best you can do is basically do studies like what we do. And I mean, not me personally, but a lot of universities, they'll do all these studies and they'll get groups of people that have certain backgrounds and they'll try to study this particular, situation. Such as like I've mentioned to you before, dialectical behavior therapy, which is an evidence-based treatment that's based upon CBT, but also on Eastern kind of meditation and kind of the two together. But when they were testing DBT at the beginning, it basically used in an outpatient setting with women that had certain traits, to see,
Hmm.
and they were looking for people that had borderline personality disorder, which basically are the people who are, if you see people cutting on themselves or swallowing
Mm.
things or self-harm, that's there's a lot of other traits, but that's probably the most signature trait. But so they did a lot of studies on people that had these sort of traits, and it was outpatient for women, and they found that DBT was effective. And then they started to do studies with different populations and found it was effective with a lot of different populations. And so DBT was found to be very successful with people with borderline personality disorder, but also people with eating disorders, people with depression, anxiety, all sorts of things.